forgot to turn up. You know what I mean. Good morning and welcome to Motivational Monday. We had some technical difficulties this morning, ladies. Let me share this to my group. Sharp woman. Hey, good morning, ladies. How are you doing this morning? Let's just put some light on here. Oh, wow. Nice to see you guys on the call this morning. It has been quite eventful, I would say. But here's what I'm going to say. Welcome to Motivational Monday. And it doesn't matter when we start, once we start and we get going, okay? So it has been, this morning I have my guest, Melissa Chatham. She was having a fun time logging on. And normally I go on my business page. But today I'm gonna go on my personal page. I hope everyone who was watching on my business page can come and join us here. I didn't get a chance to notify them. So now that we're here. So welcome, Melissa. I can see that you're online and I'm so nice to see that everyone is here. Well, because we had this setback this morning, we're gonna just dive in today. Today's topic is how to turn your side hustle into your full-time gig. Now, our guest this morning, Melissa, is gonna share with you how she turned her side hustle, or how she is more or less in the process of one day turning her side hustle into her full-time gig. But now I want to jump in and tell you guys a few things about how to go about this process. It is everyone right now, as you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. When it struck last year, March 15th, on a lockdown, many people were caught, it was so unprecedented. Sometimes you lose words just thinking about it. Like, no one envisioned this. We were all so unprepared. However, having said that, here we are today, almost 1 year later, and some of us are trying to figure out our next steps. What is our next steps? What are we going to be doing? How do we move forward? So a lot of us are thinking about our jobs, career, family. Everything is so interconnected that it gets affected. And sometimes you've been fully employed. You have your career and then something happens. And what I always talk about is our parents always tell us that, you got to get a job. It's so secure having a job. Make sure you have this job and you give it your 100%, and you do. But then what happens sometimes, life happens. Life happens to all of us. And when it does, we realize there's no real true sense of security except the one that you built for yourself. Like when you invest in you, that is your sense of security. That is what you could take and make the difference in your life and in the life of others. Because when you don't invest in you, what happens? When you give it all to an organization or you give it all to a company, but you don't take care of you, you don't think about what's best for me. How am I gonna live the next 5 years? Where do I see myself? Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Where do I see myself in the next 10 years, a decade from now? It sounds far, but if you look back, you will say, my goodness, it's not that far after all. So where do you see yourself? And it's important for us to plan ahead. Now you may say, well, we plan and things change, but that's what a plan is about. When you do plan, things will change. But you have a plan so you can shift and you can move. So having said all of that, let's delve into the topic today, how to turn your side hustle into your full-time gig. Now, what is the first thing you should do? As we've discussed, nothing is secure. You know, you have to invest in you. So first you have to have a plan. What is your plan of action? Okay? So in your planning, maybe you're going to look at, what am I going to give up? What are the things am I going to leave out? Sometimes when you have a job, you have insurance, benefits, you have all the benefits that goes with your job that you would lose out on. So how do I replace that? How do I put a plan in place so I would still have my medical insurance? What do I do? So this is where research coming. So what I would recommend, the first thing you should do is a SWOT analysis, a personal SWOT analysis of your life. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities? And what are the threats? What are those 4 key things out there that you should do an analysis of? Okay? So in the area of your strengths, the things that you're excellent at, the things that you're really good at, that you excel at, what are you're passionate about? When you do it, you don't even feel like it's work. A lot of it is your skill set, your knowledge, your experience, your character, okay? Your personal development that you have invested in yourself. What are the strengths you have? Are you resilient? How do you work under pressure? How do you work in times of uncertainty? How do you deal with stress? How do you manage your stress? What are the coping mechanisms that you have in place to deal with all of that? What is it? Okay? And then when you look at your knowledge and experience, what are you bringing at the table? What skill set do you have? What are you good at? That maybe you've been doing it for your friends and your family members. Maybe you're excellent at baking, you're excellent at basket making. Sometimes it's beading. You have a specific skill. Maybe you're good at gardening or catering. Sometimes you're the one who's throwing all the dinner parties, and now you're saying, maybe this is something I can do. Maybe I can do a takeout business, whatever it is. What is your skill set? So you look at your strengths. Now, everything is about balance. So when you look at your strengths, what's the next question coming? What am I not so good at? And we got to be honest with ourselves because we are doing an analysis. So what are the things that is challenging for me? How do I work on those things? I list them. What is challenging? So you look at your strengths. Okay. Now you're looking at what is challenging? What do you need to work on? Right? You need to know that. Am I good in finance? Do I know how to do budgeting well? Do I know how to do taxes well? Are these areas, am I good at social media? What are you good at? What are your weaknesses? Sorry. What are the things that challenge you? So maybe you're thinking about, right now, I need to turn my side hustle into my full-time gig. So I looked at my strengths. Okay. Now I'm going to look at my weaknesses. I'm going to look at the things that challenge me. What do I need? Now, guess what? There's something called opportunities. What are the opportunities out there for me? So now when you look at your passion, the things you're passionate about, you love it, you love what you do. But here's the thing, although you're passionate about all of that and you're good at it, there must be a market. Because the mistake we make as femtrepreneurs, we fall in love with our product and services. You cannot fall in love with your product and services. That's for your clients to do. When you fall in love with your product and services, you lose sight of what's working and what's not working because you love it so much. You think everything is wonderful and you don't want to take that critique, that feedback, which may not always be what you want to hear. So we have to be mindful of that. So you look at the opportunities that's out there, what product you're offering, what niche you're going to fit into. Okay, so you have to look at, maybe I love doing pastry. I want to be a pastry chef. But is there a particular, you're a chef, but I'm going to be pastries because I am so good at doing sweets. But now maybe I'm going to go into gluten-free products because there's a market there. So you get what I'm trying to say? You have to niche yourself. You have to narrow it down and make sure that you fit. And then the threats. What is threatening your business? Is it finance? Is it your competition? You have to know what your competitors are up to. This is where you have to go out on social media and look around, Google, search, research, see what they're doing. What they're doing may be excellent, but then you have to look for that window of opportunity. What could you do better? What their service in this niche? I want to get into this niche, but let me look into it and see what are they not doing not very well that I can do. How could I make this better? That's going to give me the edge. So you want to look at things. So when you do your SWOT analysis, your personal SWOT analysis, you're going to look at the personal and the professional. Or you can do two. You can do your personal SWOT, looking at your personal strengths, what skills you have, what knowledge you have, all the things you need to work on. So you're going to look at your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your threats. So the strengths, what are you good at? Weaknesses, maybe areas you need to improve. If you need to take a course, if you need to do training, your opportunities, what opportunities are there for you, and what threats are there. So you look to leverage all of that. You look to say, you know what, I need to master all areas, but I need the accurate information in order to execute. So that's on the personal side. On the professional side, when you decide this is what I'm gonna do, you have to look at your strengths there. What am I bringing to the table? What are my skills, my experience, my knowledge? What do I do extremely well? Then my weak areas. What do I need to work on to strengthen my strengths? What do I need to work on to make this better? Then you're going to check what opportunities are there. How could I niche? How could I stand out on a crowded highway? You want to be that red shiny car. How do I stand out there? How do I make people know you should buy from me? And then the threats. What's threatening me? Is it are the taxes high? Is there too much competition? How do I knock out? How do I fit in the competition out there? Is it finances? What is threatening that what I want to do? That what is that block? What is that obstacle that I need to take and turn it into opportunity? So first step, do your SWOT analysis. And out of that, make your business plan. Make a plan to move forward. Okay? Now, if you want information on how to make a business plan, check out my website, www.sharp4life.com, and you can get information there. Now, you build a team. In business, no one makes it alone. I'm going to say that again. Nobody makes it alone. You're going to need help. You're going to need people to help you. Sometimes that starts with your family members when you don't have a budget. You got to know who is good on social media, assign them a task. Sometimes it's just within your inner circle of people who you can reach out for help and say, you know what, I need help. If that's not working, you can go to sites like Fiverr and you can bid to get someone to help you with social media, business planning, whatever it is. There's a lot of professionals on that side. Try Fiverr and see what you can do. Now you have to automate. There's so much to do on social media. Now your business, if this pandemic haven't taught you anything, you need to take your business online for it to be successful. The businesses that did well during this time are the businesses that was online. Now, you have to now find a space on this highway and keep going. Okay, so you got to get online. So if one of the threats or your weaknesses are, you know what, I need to enhance my skill, but I really need to work on this right now. Maybe you would have to subcontract out to get help, okay, in building your team. And you may need to automate a lot of things. Put it on, automate your stuff, your social media, your emails, your funnels, all automated so that you're not going there trying to post 15 or 20 times. You set that up on the weekend. Now, money management, finance, budget, taxes. In business, a lot of businesses fail because sometimes, as I call us women, femtrepreneurs, we're good, and it's not women. I want to put it out there because women can manage money very well. We manage our homes, right? And sometimes we take nothing and turn it into something. So when it comes to money management, I think we got that. But when it comes to business, sometimes we're so passionate. We need someone. You need to be the visionary. The visionary, you have the vision, everything. You can see what you want to create. You're out there creating, and you need someone that you trust. But you also, I caution you, you also need to know how your money is being spent. You need to have a hands-on on that. But maybe you have an accountant that does your taxes, your payroll, depending on how large your company is. If it's just you and it's the end of year or quarterly taxes for your GST, QST, you need to know that. Now, in branding, you need to brand yourself online. Personal, professional. You got to know, what are you known for? Okay, what do you do? When people see your post or see a live video of you, who is she? What do they do? What's your tagline on Facebook? What's your tagline on Instagram? So maybe you would need help with someone who does marketing to really flush these things out for you. And if you go on Fiverr, you can find that sort of support. And here's the key thing. This is the last thing before I go to the second part of today. Surround yourself with smart, like-minded people. I'm going to say it again. Surround yourself with smart, like-minded people. Now, you may not work with them sometimes, but you need that positive energy. You need people who understands what you're doing, who is happy for you, who sees your vision and want to push you forward. You don't need negative people in your life, or even the ones who are not negative, but occasionally they bring you down. You need people who are going to be real with you when you're not doing well, to say, listen, I don't think this is a good idea. And then they can back it up. And here are my reasons. A, B, C, and D, and they can lay it out for you. But not just someone saying, why you want to do that? That doesn't make any sense. And they can't tell you why. They can't tell you why it doesn't make any sense. They can't tell you why you shouldn't be doing it. But they can tell you, I don't think that's a good idea. Now, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to be in that circle. You get what I'm saying? If there is something, you need people who are strong, who are honest, who could be upfront with you and support you and tell you when they believe you're going wrong and back it up with facts, not emotions, not how they feel. I could feel not good today, and next 5 minutes I'm wonderful. So feelings change. But when it's cold hard facts and you can see exactly that it makes sense, even if you don't want to hear it, especially when you don't want to hear it, then you got to really look into it and say, why is this irking me? Why am I not feeling so happy about this? Am I really putting on a blinder here? Do I need to look at this? And then you trust the person who's telling you this because you know they got you. You know they got you. They support you. Okay? So maybe you need to do a little closet cleaning. I clean closets every year. You need to, do a little flush out and see. And then you need to bring people in, people who are going to support you, who are excited for you, who, when you want to give up, they tell you, keep going. No, you got to keep going. Just hold on. It's going to come. And that's what you need. All right. So this morning, our guest is Melissa Chatham. And I'm going to ask her to send me a join, to click on join. And I'm going to bring her in for her to tell you. And here she is, guys. For some reason, I tried to bring Melissa, I tried to bring you in, but there's no add button. So I don't know if that's off in your notifications, so I can add you. So let's see. I'll see if I can see you here. Let's go. Okay, so let's just see if I could get Melissa on. This morning has been challenging in that area, but we keep going. There you go. Okay, now Melissa is being added to the call. And she's going to tell us how she intends to turn her side hustle into a full-time gig. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
Well.
Wow.
Well, welcome to Motivational Monday.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, this morning has been a bit challenging, but guess what? We made it, and here we are.
Yes.
And that's what it's about, right? So now, tell us, what is network sharing? Tell us about yourself. Tell us who is Melissa Chatteran. Let's start with that. Before, tell us how wonderful you are, how amazing you are. This is the moment that you get a little bragging rights. Just go for it. Tell us who is Melissa Chatteran.
Who is Melissa Chatteran? Well, I'm a single mother. I am passionate about helping people. I am a child. I've got a childlike nature. Most of my friends know me, know that I love to help people. I love to live a healthy lifestyle. And most importantly, I love God.
Amen.
So in a nutshell, that's me.
Well, welcome to Motivational Monday. I'm so happy and I believe blessed to have you as my guest this morning. And today you wanted to come on and talk to us about network sharing. What is network sharing?
Well, whether we realize it or not, some people, we talk about network sharing and people hear that word and they get, oh, network sharing, I can't do that. But whether we realize it or not, we are all in network sharing. Whether we're referring somebody to a restaurant where we had a great steak, or to somebody who's going to do our hair or our nails, or we're telling somebody about where they can get a great massage or eyelashes done. It's all about network sharing. It's all about telling somebody about an experience that you had and sharing that experience with other people.
But what is the difference for you? You said it's all about telling, but I think there's a key component that when you tell people in your business, what happens? You get paid, right?
Well, yes, you do, and that's the nice thing about it. For me personally, when I started, I made the decision to start the supplement. It was really because I had some health issues, and I was really looking to reverse some of the symptoms that I had because of a car accident. And when I started using it, I started feeling great. But I had a friend of mine who's online this morning that had noticed some changes in me. And when I told her about it, she's like, that sounds like something I can use. And then she started using it and she started feeling better. And then I had another person and another person. And then I ended up getting a nice referral fee. And I was like, I can do this. I said, I'm already passionate about helping people and I love living a healthy lifestyle. And it was something that I can do and earn some additional income. So it just kind of landed in my lap that way.
Well, you know, I think that was a perfect landing.
It definitely, it has been.
Mhm.
It has been.
So tell us about your products and services. What do you offer?
Well, we offer nutrition.
Mhm.
We do offer skincare as well. And we have a line for weight loss.
Okay, so tell us about the nutrition line.
Well, the nutrition line, we have a product, a great product that I rave about. It's called Ease, and it helps with inflammation, you know, an active lifestyle. People who suffer with rheumatoid arthritis and so forth have gotten tremendous results
Okay.
in managing their pain. We have a great methylated multivitamin called X Factor Plus. It's formulated for better absorption. It gives you great energy. It also helps with to manage the symptoms of menopause, which I have recently started to experience. So I'm very grateful for that.
Congratulations and welcome to the club.
Thank you.
You see, this is the wonderful thing on a women's program, you know. We could talk about these things, these personal issues. We can get a laugh out of it. And times has changed so much because I was telling a friend not too long ago that the things that women go through, sometimes you're like, how come no one ever told me about that? And then I think I said this to my sister. I was talking to my sister and I was like, this is how I'm feeling in my stomach. And I'm explaining to her in detail. And she started laughing. And because I said, how come no one ever told me that these things happen? And I was being very serious. And then she said to me, did you tell anyone? And we both started to laugh.
Right?
And I'm like, no, but I'm telling you. And Gail and I had a good laugh. And she's like, did you tell anyone, Helen? Are you going out there and telling anyone how you're feeling? And I was like, mm-mm. So,
No.
but when we have these programs, we could talk about it. And it really made me think we really don't. And I can honestly say that, yeah, Gail made me more aware of that. And we had a moment's laugh. So that was it. So now tell us about, you talked about the nutrition and the health.
Yeah.
What are the health benefits, the health with your products?
Well, there's different components to it. We are known as the Health and Happiness Company.
Mm-hmm.
We focus primarily on gut health. Now, gut health is a subject now that is more prevalent than it's been in 10 years. Mm-hmm. And our company was definitely talking about gut health before it was popular. So as you know, or may know, that 70% of our immune system is stored in our gut. And a lot of the problems that we face start there.
I want you to say that again. That is such an important point on this morning. How much percent is stored in our gut?
70% of our immune system is stored in our gut.
Okay.
So a lot of these symptoms that we experience, like fatigue, acid reflux, bloating, lack of energy, all that stuff, it stems from having a poor gut or an overgrowth of candida, as they would call it.
Okay, and candida is yeast.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so tell us, give a few examples of the health issues. Like, could you elaborate on one of them? For example, how your product work in conjunction with a health issue.
Absolutely. So I can talk personally for myself. I didn't know that I had bowel issues until I started, you know, using the supplements, and then I started getting relief. Sometimes we're so used to experiencing certain symptoms that we become used to it and we think it's a normal way of life until we find something that reverses the symptoms and we start feeling better. So for example, the most common thing that I've been talking to people about is irregularity. Okay. Constipation, not going on a regular basis. When you talk to some people, they may think regular is going once every 3 days. But basically anything that you eat should come out. So if you're eating 3 times a day, you know, we're all women here, so I'll just say it plain, we should be going 3 times a day. And if you're not eliminating that way, it can manifest in different areas, whether it comes out on your skin in the form of eczema, rosacea, and, you know, acne, boils, or like I said, fatigue, you feel lethargic, you get bloating, indigestion, all those things. So what that helps, we help to regulate, it helps to regulate your good gut
Okay.
bacteria, and it helps to heal your gut. I'm sure you've heard the term about leaky gut. So it helps to heal your gut so that you can absorb proper nutrients, so that you're digesting your food properly, so that you do get better sleep, because sleep affects your overall health as well.
So when your gut is regulated, let's say if you have a problem with acne, you would actually see a change in your skin.
Yes. Now, for myself, I've been blessed with good skin, and people have told me that over the years. But even in using these supplements, there's a clarity in my skin that has come as a result of that. But even if you have good skin, they say, good, better, best. Why would I stop at good if I could have better or
Well, I
best, right?
so
So
agree with you with that. One thing I can attest to is a lot of my friends went through acne young, teenage years. I would always be told, oh, wait till you get older, you're going to get it. And that is a fear that I had at the back of my head, because, oh
I
my
know.
God, I'm getting older. Am I going to get acne? Because I never had acne. I never had any problems with my face breaking out or whatever. And I'm like, okay, when I hit my 30s, okay, am I going to get it? You hit your, and so far, God is good all the time. It hasn't
All the
happened.
time, girl.
So we're hanging on to that. And I don't think I'm in for any surprises now. I think I'm under, I think I've cleared the path. So it has,
You're out of the
yeah,
woods.
yeah, I've been through it. That's it. So tell us, Melissa, tell us about the products. Tell us about the weight loss products. How could someone use your products to assist them in losing? Let's say, for example, let's say I want to lose 20 pounds, and I hear about, what this product could do for my gut, what it can do. You also said there's weight loss benefits, and as women, we always want to look good, better, best. If we're looking good, we want to go to better. If we're looking better, we want to go to best. If we're
Our
best, we want to
best.
be great, awesome, super, all of that. So now, how do we get there? How could your product help? And tell us about the product and tell us the name of the product. We haven't heard that yet. We're hearing how wonderful it is, what it does to the gut, but what is it? How can I get it?
So the name of the company is Plexus,
Mm-hmm.
and we do offer, like I said, the weight loss component to it. And the key word that you used before, and I'll emphasize it, is use. Because there's a lot of people that embark on journeys and they buy all these things and they get into their house and they don't use them. And then they'll say, it didn't work for me, but they didn't use it. So if you don't use it, it's not going to work. So in conjunction with getting the supplements, we have a product called MetaBurn, which helps, with fat burning properties. We have some great meal replacement shakes. But in using that, just using it is not enough. You have to make modifications to your diet. You have to commit to exercising. You have to commit to getting consistency. Now, if you just use the products over long term, you will see some benefits. It will take you longer to get there. But if you're looking to accelerate your goals, you are going to have to actively participate in that. There are a number of people that I have been working with since I came on board. I'm their accountability partner in that I consistently check in on them to see how they're doing. I make recommendations, based on where they are now and what they'd like to have accomplished in the next couple of months, and say, okay, well, maybe we can add this or tweak that to see how things are working for you.
Okay. And you talked about a business opportunity because you said
Yes.
your health, diet, and there's also a business
Yes.
opportunity. I think you
Mhm.
explained in the beginning that you were just adding people and referral, and then you got a check. Tell us about that
Yes.
check, especially in a time like this. People want to know about the check, Melissa.
Yes, no, absolutely. And I'd love to tell them, our company has a saying. It says, the CEO and the president say, if you're blessed, be a blessing. So for myself, when I love to share, they say when a woman finds a good thing, she doesn't keep her mouth shut. So I tell everybody that I can tell, anybody who's willing to listen, anybody who wants to come along for the journey, I'm definitely willing to walk or run at whatever pace they want to do. Especially during this lockdown, I've really realized how many people are challenged by finances. And they say usually that's what keeps people up at night, right? How they're going to pay their bills. but the company has a great compensation plan in place that helps. And, you know, whether you're looking to just pay your groceries or whether you're looking to, like myself, eventually hope to work towards replacing my current job and doing this full time, there's something there for everybody. And like I said, we're referring people to things all the time. So why not get paid for doing it?
So is this a goal of yours to turn your side hustle? Right now, this is your side hustle, right? So is this a goal of yours
Yes.
to turn your side hustle into your full-time gig?
Yes, and yes. And no, I mean, I love what I do because I work with people,
Mhm.
and I'm a people person. Am I passionate about what I do? No, I'm not. But with working with Plexus, I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about health. So when you're passionate about something, it isn't work. So I enjoy it. It's not work for me.
And if someone wants to get on this, like they're listening to this morning, and they're like,
Yeah.
I want to do what she's doing. I want to get healthy and I want to make some extra cash. What advice? How could they get in touch with you? What would you tell them to do? What are the steps?
Well, first I would say message me privately. For those who are not friends with me here, find me on Facebook, and it's Melissa, Malisa. Send me a private message and I'd be more than happy to share with you um, how I got started. It's very simple. I know sometimes it can be intimidating when you want to jump into something and you're not quite sure. But like what Erlyn mentioned earlier, um, you know, success follows success. And I have a certain level of success that I've achieved because I have followed the recipe of other successful people. And I'm more than happy to show you how that worked for me and how I can make it work for you also. And in terms of getting healthy as well, if you're just looking to get healthy, I can help you with that as well.
So how about if you put in the comments, maybe it would be a great idea for you to put your handle so people could just click in the comments and you put it in your handle so they can get in touch with you. Now, Melissa, do you have any advice for women out there? When you come on Motivational Monday Live, you have to give a takeaway. So what's your takeaway? What's the advice that you have for women?
Well,
About getting
I
healthy.
I'll
Let's about getting
yeah,
healthy,
well, yeah,
about
definitely.
making extra cash, about diet, and just in general. How would you round it up?
Well, I will say this. Like Erlyn was saying before, you know your market, do your research. I was privileged enough to attend an event called Dinner with the Diamonds, and I was sitting with a panel of women, successful women, so I was feeding off of them. But one lady said, "No, before you go." So before you start anything, know what you're going to do before you go. Purpose in your mind that when you start, that you are not going to quit, that you are all in. Like Erlyn said, link arms with like-minded people, people that are going to cheer you on. Find an accountability partner. I've got about 10 accountability partners, people that tell me the hard truths, even when I don't want to hear it. Educate yourself. And I don't mean go sign up for a course at, the University of Toronto. If you have to do that, that's great. There's podcasts, there's a lot of books. I'm a person, I've got a lot of mentors in my life, one of which is hosting the call this morning. I took a 7-day challenge with Erlyn this summer, and I also did a 60-day course before the end of last year. It was during a very difficult time in my life, but I pushed through, and it proved to be very successful because if I didn't, I'll tell you right now, I couldn't be here doing this live. So it has definitely groomed me. There's a lot of growth in getting a personal coach or having mentors in your life. So I definitely would say that link arms with like-minded people. Follow somebody that has gone before you in the same thing and has gotten success. There's no reason for you to reinvent the wheel. You are going to find your own way of doing it, but use the same recipe that they used.
Well, Melissa, that was so well said. I want to thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming to Motivational Monday. It has been extremely inspirational, motivational, those last words. Is there anything you would like to say in closing?
Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on your dream. Nothing goes as planned, as you saw this morning. And you definitely know now that technology is not my strong suit. But yeah, don't give up on your dream. Everything is not going to go as planned. Failure is a part of success. So don't think that because you tried to achieve something and you didn't get to your goal that, you know, that's it, you got to give in and throw in the towel. No, failure is definitely a part of success, and you have to be willing to be bad at some stuff in order to be good eventually. So that would be my closing
And that
remarks.
is so true. And even this morning, like I remember the first time I went on live and I started to get a few hiccups and I began to, oh my God, oh my God. And then I said, listen, this is live, you know, and it's just a process and you learn to navigate the process. And every time there's a takeaway, you realize, well, this is what I'll do better next time. It's not going through something and it doesn't work. It's one thing. It's what you get from it, how you apply it the next time, and how you take that situation to make your life better. You know, so this morning now I know, you know what, maybe I'll just go live on my page where everyone can find me, find things to figure out. Ask my guests, how good are you with technology? Let's go through a few things before I just map it out. Did you check this? Did you check that? I just, you know, check off the boxes and make sure. So it was really wonderful having you. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming on to Motivational Monday. And I hope to see you again anytime
Yes.
to come and give us updates. This was Melissa Chatteran for Plexus, promoting her brand, the company that she's part of, Plexus, with the happy company, you call it, right? The happy company.
The health and
The
happiness.
health and happiness company. So if you want to
Yes.
get healthy and you want to be happy, ladies, reach out to Melissa. Try Plexus. There you have it, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to come back to end off on Motivational Monday. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Well, ladies, there you have it. The Health and Happiness Company, Plexus, with Melissa Chatteran this morning. She did an awesome job in sharing her journey with you, how to turn your side hustle into your full-time gig. So maybe later on in the year, we'll bring back Melissa to see how that's going. I want to thank everyone for coming on this morning at Motivational Monday. And I will be here next week with you. Remember, if you want to turn your side hustle into your full-time gig, I'm going to be posting my blog today, so you can go to www.shop4life.com, and you're going to see my blog there on how to turn your side hustle into your future gig. I'm going to let you in on another secret. If you choose to follow my blog, guess what? If you fill in to follow it, you will get all the blogs that I write is going to come directly into your mailbox. All right. So this is a great opportunity for you. When you go to my blog, you follow, it's going to come to your mailbox, directly into your mailbox, delivered whenever I post something. Information at your fingertips. Okay. So see you next week, Monday, same place, same time. Motivational Monday. Thank you guys for joining and for watching. This is Erlyn Sharp signing off.